So in the previous video, they were talking to me so you can actually hear it. And I'm going to make sure to highlight that video on Twitter so that you guys can understand what I'm telling you. This isn't mind control. This is confusing people. It's confusion. And that's my point. When someone is talking as you're talking, like I said in the previous video, I did this whole thing. Like this is them. And so you're going to be confused. So they were upset that I didn't edit it and that I uploaded it just as it is, reality. I don't want my channel to be what they want it to be. I told you guys in a previous video, they want some sort of perfect person getting everything right all the time so that they can take credit. No, they take credit for this video that just uploaded. And I'm going to put it on Twitter as, pin it on as a pinned tweet so that you guys can understand this isn't mind control. This is designed to confuse people. It's designed to make you feel like you're being interrogated. It's designed to make you forget what you're going to say. Because if someone's like this and you're talking, you're going to mess up. That's what I want you guys to see. Like, I want to see reality. So to me, that's reality. They were upset about it. The other thing is I got up and I was going to take a video of the moon, but I was watching the video that uploaded and then the moon is, I can't see the moon now, so I can't take a video of the moon, but I have another video of the moon. So I want to tell you guys that. What else did I want to tell you? So I want to get back to what we always talk about. We don't always talk about them, but to show you how whatever they did causes me to completely lose my train of thought. I'll title this video Train of Thought. Everybody understands what a train of thought is. So for these types of people, I'll explain it, but you guys already know. It's when you have something you want to say and it's in your head and suddenly you lose your train of thought. You don't remember what you were going to say. And that's my point. If someone's doing this in your ears when you're talking and then all of a sudden you lose your train of thought, you will not understand or know what you just said or figure out what you want to say. And that's my point. So they said this was designed to make me feel what they feel, or they accuse me of certain things. So I want to go over those things. One thing that they said was, I don't like bad grammar. That's not true. And this is my point. They seem to confuse what they think with what I think. So they're saying to me that they're the ones talking, and it's designed to make it seem that that's what I'm thinking. No, that doesn't make sense. What does make sense is that they wanted to create some sort of technology that would clone how I speak, how I convey things, which means at one point I must have been able to communicate effectively. If I'm not communicating effectively now, it's because of this. That's my point. I can't seem to express to them, and I'll ask you guys your opinions. How do you express things to people who don't want to hear it? That's my point. Like, they keep saying one thing, but I have proof. Like, I'm showing actual proof of another thing. So they're like, oh, we're helping. No, you're not helping. You designed this program to confuse me. And they said we feel no empathy for you. We don't care what you're going through. Exactly. That's my point. Exactly. If this is being recorded, people know these people don't care. These people know that they don't care if they're making me lose my train of thought. So they're saying, you're invading our privacy. I have no neighbors in this room. That's why most of my filming is in this room. This is the street right here. That is a window. That's over there is my bathroom. And this area is my mom's bedroom. And if you notice, You don't hear like regular neighbors unless they're yelling to mess up my video. That's my point. That's why I choose to film in this room. People might say, why do you always film in this one area? Because this is the quiet area, because there are no neighbors. This is like a quiet area. And usually when I film, it isn't when I wouldn't want them in my video. Like common sense. Common sense says, why would I want to hear a neighbor in a video? I wouldn't. Nobody on YouTube is like, we want to hear your neighbors. No, they want the video. It's not of them. So anyway, so that's my point. As I'm telling you of train of thought and what a train of thought is, you understand, because we all do it. We start a sentence one way. In the middle, we tie it. The back, we tie it. So it's stringing words together to create a sentence. If in the middle of my sentence, they're doing things to interrupt or to make, so they're like, well, you confess that you said someone you got it from the boutique. No, if you listen to what I'm saying and I hope you guys can actually hear them trying to argue with me in my own video when they're not here, which goes to show they did this intentionally, but I want that filmed. That's got to be filmed. Nobody would believe it otherwise. No one would believe me if I said this. And that's my point. Like, in some weird way, this creates the moments that it's so hard to capture. And you can go to my videos and you can see I've struggled to capture these moments. But it goes to show. So I'll go address what they're concerned about, the shirt that I may have paid, $5 or $6 less than they're selling it. So they know that shirt wasn't some fancy shirt. And that's the whole point. That's my point. I'm more concerned about the idea that if someone has technology to cause you to lose your train of thought by applying any sort of pressure to the top of your head, your temples, behind your ears, to force you to hear things, to force you to get sick in the moment or sick prolonged, that's a problem. That's a huge problem. And it's especially a problem if you have to remember things. And that's my point. That previous video confirms what I've been trying to say. Someone once said, about being able to that's what I'm saying. I just lost my train of thought. I don't know if you guys heard like a little weird sound or noise. That's my point. They've invented and created technology that's not mind control. It's mind loss control. You lose control of your mind. That's my point. This is losing control of my mind. If I cannot complete a sentence or string together a sentence, and that's my job, how do I do it? That's my point. All of this goes to show there are people out there trying to cause people to lose their minds, lose their ability to speak and convey a thought. So you notice in this video, they're not talking. No talking for them in this video. They're making other noises, but they're not talking. Why? Because that's the point. Why? Let's ask why. Why? Why not contribute like you guys contribute in the other video? They thought they won something. They lost. And it wasn't until they watched the video that they could see what I was actually saying. So I'll address the blouse again. So they said, I wrote on the tag what the blouse was so that I would know if somebody asked, how much I paid, where I wanted to know it. And that's my point. They think I'm going to go look for the tag and work for them. No, I don't work for them. That's the point. I don't work for you folks. And to address the matter with when someone asks you and compliments you and asks you where you got something, you don't owe them any explanation. I love to do it because that's something I love to do. But if it means that I have to tell you the long story and you can't wait for the long story, then don't ask me. The long story is I get something. I've tried to remember where I got it, how much I paid for it so I can tell people. I don't want to go shopping for you. So if you say, and that happens a lot with them, oh, could you pick me up? No, that's my point. Sometimes I have said no. Sometimes I've gone to get it and I'm like, you know what? This isn't my job. This isn't what I want to do. They think, well, you want to sell stuff on eBay, this is going to make people dislike you. No, it will make them like me more because they know the truth. If I'm selling something on eBay, you buy it from me or you buy it someplace else. I'm being honest. If honesty causes me to lose business, then that's not business I want. And see, my train of thought, I got that out. Anyway, so anybody who has been in a similar situation, it's a common thing. If I get a blouse, I worked in a store. The store wouldn't sell an inexpensive blouse like that. If I'm wearing a blouse and you like the blouse and it's sold across the street, you can get it. It's right there across the street. Or it's right there wherever. It doesn't mean that I have to tell you exactly where I got it from. But if you like something and you say, where did you get it? Oh, it's sold right there. That to me is more common sense. They don't understand that. That's more, to me, that's more helpful than where did you get that exact one that you already have, because I know they don't have it because you bought it. That doesn't make sense. And that's my point. If we're going to talk about life, you don't want to know exactly where I got this from. You want to know this. Oh, not this exact location where I got it. Oh, this is the vaccine t-shirt. That makes more sense. Oh, okay, so if I get vaccinated, I can get a t-shirt just like that. Exactly. And that's my point. I want you guys to see these moments. And I wish I could have filmed these moments where these people want to confuse me. So they said, you're easy to confuse. Well, then that's my point. If I'm somebody who's easily confused, why would you want to take credit for my work? Why would you want to take credit for the work of somebody you can easily confuse? I'm going to end with that thought, but I'm titling this video Train of Thought. Please leave comments. If, God forbid, something happens to me, I'm happy to have filmed these moments. Thanks for watching.